Attack the enemy! Victory is ours!
Hey everybody, welcome back. I decided to go all out this week and just put out a video each day of the week, because, well, why not? So as you can see by the title, this was a pretty good result. No kind of a spoiler there, but you can still get to see how it went. And for those of you who don't think I feature the Russians or the Soviets enough on my channel, here's a video for that. I do like playing them occasionally. I'm just not as fond of them as all the other nations. Except Japan. I haven't gotten into good tanks in Japan yet, so I'm not a real big fan of Japan just yet. That'll probably change, but for now. So as we start out here, we've got a domination on the good old... Domination on the good old arcade size, early map that I used to absolutely, totally despise, and now it's actually not that bad anymore. I kind of, sort of enjoy this one now. Thankfully, I've got the T10. Now, you'll notice up in the upper left, there is no stabilizer. This was pre-patch 1.67. So, I forgot to actually check what day I recorded this. I know I've had it in my recorded movies, my recorded folder for a while now, and haven't done anything with it. Just decided to put it out for Thursday, but anyway, get to the B point, start capping, and notice that there's a swing up to where the likely spot is going to be for somebody to be camping, and sure enough, there is a rocket hot sitting up there. Thankfully, I got a kill on him before he killed somebody else. He'd already got a kill, so I got Avenger there for knocking him out. I hadn't had a whole lot of chances to use the APDS that I recently unlocked for the T10M, so switched it over to do that for my second shot, and used that for pretty much the rest of the battle here. Captured the point with my fellow T10M here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do next when we notice some guys up on the ridgeline. Take a couple shots at them, and they bugged out of there, probably because they couldn't get a good gun depression on us. This was not a giant match team-wise, but small enough that I decided, well, nobody's touched C yet. I'm going to push over to C and check out what's going on there. I'm not taking any fire at B, and they've captured A. It seems like most of them are probably up at A. And before even getting off the bridge, I spot this Leo up here, and luckily got a kill shot on him somehow with the APDS there. Just got enough of his crew, because I shouldn't have had enough gun depression to kill him there, realistically. And as I roll into position, there's another one coming. This time I get a much better shot, although he moves a little, and I kind of have to dance around to get the aim I want into the left side ammo rack there, but I do get it. So that's a quick double kill, bringing me to 3 total for the match. Now I'm trying to hold the C point down from this angle here to let the team move in behind me and cap it. But if you look at the map, there's really nobody near me at all whatsoever. And there's another Leopard over here watching down on the C point. I'm waiting for him to come back up, which he very conveniently does. If he'd have driven forward and gone down, I wouldn't have been able to probably kill him. And then just, the hits just kept on coming. They're just falling into place for me here. Kills literally throwing themselves at me. Didn't quite get the effect I wanted from that shot, unfortunately. It was his loader. Now I kind of look out here for sure. He does get a shot on me, and somehow he doesn't pen. He had to be shooting APDS on me. So I just decide, hello, comrade, and just crash right into him here. And then repay the favor by not killing him with that shot there and glancing it off his fender armor, because I'd had a very, very oblique angle that I was shooting at. Catch another break here in just a second when he bounces another shot off me. And then get a shot through his driver and into his ammo as well. And then thankfully the next enemy who appears around the corner is not an enemy but a friendly, which is very good. because I was reloading, and that could have been very bad. So five total kills, 4 of them in pretty rapid succession there on 4 different leopards. Not too bad at all. It'll make all you leopard haters pretty happy, especially all you Russian bias lovers too. So for those of you out there who are a combination Russian bias lover and leopard hater, give me a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments. As we have now cleared the sea side pretty well. I'm gonna push in and capture, get a little more research here. Not really too much going on, just kind of watching behind me. Don't have the gun elevation, of course, at the angle I'm driving at to reach up there. Take a little strafing, but it was basically inconsequential, just regular machine guns from a German plane, nothing to worry about. Thankfully, not a Horton 229, which would have gone right through my engine deck and set me on fire there. So, I'm going to push up the hill, head back up towards B. As you can see, that ZSU-57 is in their spawn, up on the upper left there in B2. And I let them know that, come on man, we just don't have the A point captured. We can go for the A point first before we go into their spawn. It's one thing, if you're gonna go into the enemy spawn, at least make it towards the later part of the game. Don't just do that first. And at least have all the capture points. If you're gonna do it, at least do it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna push up to B and go back to holding B, and because I really can't effectively quickly get into A here, and there's just not enough players left on their team to really go for A. So I'm gonna hold up at B and just orbit between B and C. Basically just make B and C my domain here for the rest of this battle. As it was going pretty well, I was starting to feel like I was probably going to survive this one all the way through with how many enemies were left. Which, of course, you know how that goes. As soon as you start thinking you're going to make it all the way through a battle. What, did you think I was foreshadowing or something? No. Go back to the same spot, because there's just as likely to be sitting up there waiting and camping in that little sniper hole there where they usually are. But not this time.
Attention to the designated grid zone!
Just waiting and reloading here, just taking my time, restocking the ammo. And the enemy starts capturing the C point, so it's actually a good thing I didn't go driving up to A, where almost our entire team is. Well, our entire team basically is there except me, so. And turn around, roll back in on C. Now you can't see people behind the rocks right there, which is where I assume somebody naturally has to be who's taking the C point. I didn't notice that they had stopped capping and had just decapped it. I thought they were still sitting on the C point. Which is why this happens. Right as I saw the dark outline of his turret back there, he fired. He was in a great spot. He was in just back in the shadows a little bit, and that's that. Thought about bringing the TU-4 in, but realistically speaking, it's too hard to get that stupid thing lined up for a precision bomb run. It's great for early, if you can get it early enough in a battle, you can go in and do some carpet bombing, especially like on something like Eastern Europe or Stalingrad. Not Stalingrad. Well, sort of in Stalingrad. But Eastern Europe or... what is the battle? Eastern Europe or Kursk, that's what I'm thinking of. you can really make some good use out of the TU-4, but something like this, it was better to bring in my rocket-armed PE-2 and try to get there as fast as possible for a rocket run. So they have Cap C. There's the Leo that killed me. I'm going to drop my speed brakes on, punch all my rockets off, and they all just fly right over the top of him. Just barely missing the top of his engine deck or his turret there. Just barely flew a little bit too high. Rather unfortunate. Sort of forgot I had the air brakes out, but did bring them back in right as I was about to stall out. The dive brakes. Now, unfortunately, I'd fired off all my rockets and I really didn't have a good way to kill the kill that Leo. All I could really hope to do was spot him, which is what I did, and then I take a massive hit from a Gepard, and I'm not pulling out of that. Oh well. A good eye for the Gepard player, because he was the first rocket Panzer Hot that I destroyed. Again, kind of thought about bringing the TU-4 in, or maybe the IT-1, but eventually just quickly decided on the Type 62 solely for the speed's sake, to get back to the C point and take it away from them. So I have really, really developed a love for this little fast tank. It's not very well armored, and the turret rotation is horrible, but it's so fast, and the 85mm heat FS it gets is just so effective against most of the enemies you're going to run into at this tier. I just love it. I had the PT-76, I replaced that with the ASU-85 as quickly as I could, and then I replaced the ASU-85 with the Type 62 as soon as I finished the Type 62 event, excuse me. And I haven't looked back since. I don't know if I'm going to replace the Type 62 with the Object 906 when I finish the research on the Object 906. I don't know. I really like the Type 62. The Type 62 matches the rest of the Soviet-looking tanks so well. It's kind of... it's like a little baby T-62 or T-54, but... anyway, there's the final score. Not too bad of a battle. Still kind of undecided on that. So, not an exceptional game, not a horrible game either, relatively average, but the big thing there is the 10,365 vehicle research, mostly due to the Spade, or the Talisman T10M I have there. So, finished up Adjustment of Fire, pretty big, 10,000 research score, first place, 5 kills, 2 caps, should have been a third cap, but we ran out of time just at the end. And there is the score lineup. There are the rewards, and that's it. Happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed this. First 10 coming tomorrow. Spoiler alert, it's not for the Object 906. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and let me know what you thought of this video in the comments below. See you next time.